Hello guys, this is Atul from Be Practical Tech Solution. So today again, we have come up with a new string-based problem. So let's see and find out the solution. So here the question is like given a string S1 and S2, write a function to check whether the S2 is the rotation of S1. So basically we have to find out as the question is saying that the S2 is going to be, if it is the, after rotating S1 for the couple of times, whether we are getting the value S2 or not. This is a very simple question. And let's try to solve this. So what logic we can apply here is like first thing we have to make sure that the length of both the string S1 and S2 must be same. Otherwise, what we can do, we can return the value false, that it is not possible that S2 is the rotation of S1. Okay. Now, after that, we are going to check that how we are going to apply here. What we can do is like we will concatenate S1 with S1 itself, and then find out like whether the S2 is present inside the S1 or not. If it is not present, so again, it means it is not the rotation of S1. If it is present, so it means it is a rotation of S1. Okay, so let's try to see how we can solve this problem. Here, let's say I'm going to write the function public static Boolean, because we are going to return the Boolean value. Boolean is rotated string. We have to check this one, right? So here I'm going to write like a string S1 and the string S2. Fine. Now here we have to, let's take one by default, we are going to return as a false only. Let's consider that the string is not going to be the S2 is not the rotation of S1 string. Now, the very first condition, what we are going to do is like, we are going to check that if the S1 dot length, if it is not equals to S2 dot length, then what we can do, we can return the value false directly. We are not going to check further. Okay. Then what I can do is like, let me create a one temporary string. It is going to be the S1 plus S1 itself. Okay. Now here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply check if the temp dot index of will give me a value -1 if the character is not present. So I'm going to check here S2. And here I'm going to check with if it is not equals to the -1. So it means that the character is present. So in that case, what I will do is like, I will return the value as a true. And that's it. If it is, the substring is present inside the temporary variable, that is temporary string object, then it means that we will never get the index of either -1, because here what it is going to do, it is going to check the character, and if the character is not present, then only it will give me the -1, otherwise it will not give. So in that case, any of the character, if it is not present inside the temporary string object, then it will come out. I mean, like this condition is going to be false, so obviously it will never return the true, and at the end we are just simply returning the false. So here now, let's call this function. And here says out, I'm going to call the function is rotated string, and we are passing S1 and S2. So here manually, if I'm going to check that, so we can see this, if we are going to rotate on the clockwise direction, then after the 2 rotations, we will get the S2, right? Here, so it is something like, if I'm going to rotate one time in the clockwise direction, it's going to be AB and not AB, it is going to be DAB, C. Okay, again, if I'm going to rotate, so it is going to be CDAB. So it means after 2 rotations clockwise, we will get this string S2. So it means that it is after the 2 rotations, we will get this value. So it must needs to return me the value true. So let's run this code. And yeah, here you can see we are getting the value as a true. Let's say I just simply increase the length. So let's check that whether that code is also working or not. That part of the code. So let me write. Click on this one. It must return me the value false because the length is not equal. So it means there's no use to check further. So here we are getting the value false. So this is how we can solve and find out whether the S2 is the rotation of S1. Hope you guys understand the concept. See you in another day. Thank you.